I'm painting trees in the moonlight, and I've just taken a tree paper. I have covered it with black paint. I've just used a lot of black paint and dropped in the paint, dropped in the water, spread the entire paint, and then waited for it to dry. And now this is an entirely a gouache painting because generally watercolors will not shine out and will not have that opaque look on top of black. So I decided to do an entire gouache painting on top of my black paper. After I have painted my paper black, I have waited for it to dry. Now I have put in my trees in the forest, and it has taken me um, 3 times to put in the trees. I have put the trees in with white gouache and waited for it to dry. Then again, I have put them in with a little dash of red and browns and umbers and raw umber and raw sienna. Waited for it to dry and scooped out the paint from within the tree branch where I wanted to place the tree branches and filled in some white gouache. I have now on the horizon started dropping in white gouache in the shape of trees. Gouache is not going to spread, and we cannot get the wet on wet effect very well when we're using gouache. So just bear with this, and it is not going to look like anything right now, but stick to it. Do not give up. Continue your painting if you're working with me, and you will find that in the end you have a beautiful painting on your hand. But just don't give up. Just keep at it. Keep at it. Now that we have our trees put in various heights, and I am dropping in some gouache white where I want my leaves to be shining out in the moonlight. It's all a play of moonlight over here. So it's going to be just white trees standing out with a lot of little bit of yellow Hansa dropped in, little bit of red, Indian red dropped in, and right in the end I will use hues of the darkest hues of black to pull out my trees in the front and push back the trees behind so we get depth. And now I'm just dropping in black in the sky, blacks and blues, and giving the sky a very dreamy look in the moonlight. Here I am pulling out my trees towards me and pushing back the trees away from me by dropping in black and dropping in a few more trees with little branches showing, and continue to keep on working. Leave the painting, move away for some time, look at it, see which tree you want to pull towards you and which you want to push back away from you, and accordingly pull the branches towards you, pull the main trunk towards you and give it more length, and the trees behind you push them behind and give them more darkness. So they're just covered with a little bit of moonlight, and the viewer just needs that much knowledge that there's a tree over there. More information than that is not needed. And little grass you're going to drop in on the floor of the forest with hues of orange, brown, and keep touching your sky when it dries. Gouache needs more coats than the general watercolors. I put in even some red over there. Hope you liked my beautiful painting. Do subscribe. Thank you for watching.